What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of El Jardín Perdido. Today we're going to be taking this wild nightshade or devil's fruit and attempting to graft on a couple of different tomatoes and a couple of different eggplants. Alright. Alright, so this is considered an invasive weed and it's taken over, but it can be beneficial in the fact that if we can graft some other nightshade on here, like the tomatoes and the eggplant, the really vigorous root system will almost make them like tree-like, and they may even last more than a season. I've seen this done with eggplant, or I've heard about it being done with eggplant, but we're going to attempt to do it with some tomatoes here that are also of the nightshade family. So what I'm going to do is top this and give myself a few areas to graft from, and we'll see if it takes off. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is top this in a few places. Give myself a better visual here, something to work with. And this actually just sprang up a few weeks ago, and I thought that it was tomatillo that I thought I spread some seeds around, but yeah, it turned out to be this. Alright, so I cleared out some areas so I could see a little better and work a little better. But basically I'm going to try to graft on a cherry tomato, a big boy, black beauty eggplant, and Chicao eggplant, Japanese eggplant. So I'll take you guys in for a closer look at one of the grafts, and then I'm just going to do the other ones and keep you guys updated. Alright, so excuse the noise, I've got some neighbors. But I think first I'm going to try putting the cherry tomato right here. And I'm going to clear all this other stuff out once I make my grafts. So what I'm going to do here is pinch off the leaves down here on the tomato. Have my sanitized knife, and we're going to do some cleft grafts. So we split that. I'm going to make a wedge with the tomato. Ooh, and that is pretty delicate. Okay, made a new wedge here. And we're going to carefully place this in and make sure we make some contact on one of the sides. Get some parafilm. And we're going to wrap that. I'll also do an eggplant for you guys. We're going to take this down a notch. An eggplant should be easier because it's a little more sturdy. Alright, so we're going to make our wedge. Well, first let's make a slit here. Okay. Okay, we've got our wedge with the eggplants. And yes, the ice cream man is here. Okay, good contact. You can get some grafting tape. Alright guys, so we have our grafts here. This is the black beauty eggplant, cherry tomato, Chico, and the big boy, all on one rootstock. All right guys, so we're all finished up here. We have everything grafted, and I guess we'll do an update in a few days or a few weeks, depending on how long this takes. This is the first time for me. Plenty of experience grafting trees, but first time grafting a plant, or specifically Nightshade. All right guys, so it's been 10 days since I did these grafts, and we have some surprisingly good results here. All right, so the cherry tomato, the wind was really bad in Houston, so the top got blown off, but everything's looking pretty good still, and there's still a potential bud. By contrast, you'll see this was the black beauty eggplant, not looking so good, and all the way down to the stem it's not looking great, but I'm gonna keep it on for potential. We have the big boy here, tomato. If you've ever pruned or cut off tomato, you'll see that it'll completely wilt in a matter of hours or even minutes. So this is still hanging on really well. And the other eggplant, this is the old growth, still hanging on, but we also have new growth. So all in all, I'd say this was pretty successful. I may take off that failed eggplant if it doesn't push anything through, and possibly put on some poblanos or different peppers just to push this experiment further. I will keep you guys updated, so stay tuned, and you may want to subscribe if you haven't. Also, leave any comments. As far as I know, this is the first type of this experiment taken this far. I've heard of, say, like tomatoes and potatoes being grafted, and possibly eggplant on Nightshade, but never tomatoes and eggplant on this wild Nightshade. All right guys, well as always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.